Yo, what's up? It's Soul. So, as you can see, I've been gone for like a few months, and coming back, I didn't know what I wanted to do specifically. So, I didn't know if I wanted to do another time lapse or another video, but I kind of want to just jump back into uploading again. So, I want to do something kind of relevant, but I didn't know what I wanted to do specifically. And I was just looking online, just just scrolling and browsing because I had more time again, and I saw the Team Four Star was back, and they were doing the Boo Saga. So I was just like, okay, I know exactly what I'm going to do. So, in the spirit of coloring and just wanting to get back into the hang of like doing colors for comic book pages, I did Majin Vegeta, as you guys can see, and this was done by Ivan Corel, and hopefully I'm not butchering his name. This is his link to his Twitter X. Man, X is just a weird thing to say. I feel like it should have been a name, Eon. I mean, Elon. It should have been a name, dude. Like X is such a weird name for a social media app, but that's just a topic that's already been like run to death. But yeah, so like I'm so excited that Team Four starts doing the Majin series. And when I saw the clips, I was just like, "Oh shoot! Let me find the let me find this. Where's the episode? Where is like the full episode of the first of like Team Four Stars was turned to the Majin Buu series?" And all I kept getting was clips, like these like meme clips, and then there'd be static in between the shots, and I'll be like, "What the heck is going on?" And I would keep looking for the new video on their channel, and I couldn't find it. So I was just like, "Where's the video? Is it like a Patreon exclusive?" I went all the way down to Reddit because I was just like, "Reddit, please tell me these answers," and Reddit didn't even know. So I went, I just watched through the clips, and they were fun clips, but everything just felt kind of disjointed, like the flow was gone. And I found out that Kaiser Neko wasn't editing, and then I've heard random people say that like they're doing like the highlight clips only of, story and then jokes of kind of getting you along, but something just doesn't feel right. And then on top of that, I still couldn't find the full video on Team Four Star's channel. So I don't know if it's being uploaded someplace else, if they like made a second channel to post it, or if they're just gonna like drop everything at once, like it's gonna be like a giant movie or something. So if anyone knows, like let me know, because I would love to watch it, because I grew up on like Team Four Stars Dragon Ball Z Abridged. That's like how I actually got through the show itself. Because when I was younger, I used to watch Dragon Ball, but I'd watch it like sparingly, and the most I got out of getting the Dragon Ball was I made it all the way up to the Frieza saga from watching Dragon Ball Z, and it it was just terrible, dude. Like it was fun, but at the same time, it was you were waiting like 3 weeks for Goku to charge up, and then like you were afraid another week was gonna pass, and Goku would still be charging to fight Frieza. Dude, it was such a fun yet rough time at the same time, because you'll just be like, get on with the fight already, and then they'll still be charging. You just be like, all right. They'll be like, on next time on Dragon Ball Z, be like, no. but but yeah, so it's awesome the Team Four Star is back, because that's how I was able to watch the show. I watched their bridged episodes all the way up to the final episode of the Cell arc. I make sure like I watched the movies. I watched them as they came out, which I loved how they did the movies, because the movies were never canon, but Team Four Star made the movies canon within the universe of Dragon Ball, and which was cool. They put the movies within the time frame of their bridge series, so that way, like you'll watch certain episodes of the actual Dragon Ball series, and then the movie will come in, and the movie will be canon, and that would be cool. It's like as the jokes went through the movie and from the series, and then you'll get back into the main series after the movie, and then they would do it again and again and again, and each time like you would see the progress of them experimenting with the lip flaps and improving on it, getting the jokes to land even harder than before, making sure like things tied into each other. So like you'll be hearing jokes from the very start of the series, like making their way halfway through the Frieza saga and then jumping into the Cell saga. And you know, every like the characters, even though they had different personalities compared to the original counterparts made by Toriyama, they were still interesting and fun. Like, even I'm gonna be honest. Like Tien, he was a cool looking character, but for me, he was kind of boring. He was kind of this stoic guy, which I'm sure he was. He looked like he was type of a monk character. I don't know. I never fully watched Dragon Ball, so I don't really know what his character is. I tried, and I still fail at doing it. But like every character, no matter if like their life was down bad, or they were just living an extravagant life, or they were just a side character, you had fun experiencing new characters when it came to Team 4-Star. And it was always them being weird or wacky, or them just like putting this like hit or it's just like a heavy dark spin on these characters, and it would just be fun. Like one of my favorite characters is Mr. Popo. Like I love Mr. Popo. Like the pecking order, like you every time he's on screen, like Mr. Popo is fun to have. And then same with Vegeta. I love their character arc of Vegeta. They did great storytelling with him, just the same way that Dragon Ball did a great storytelling. Well, not Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball Z did great storytelling with Vegeta. Like he still is a villain, and then they take it into a much more comical and very dramatized satire of like his mental condition of him being superior towards everyone, and you watch it, like you watch his ego try to fight his position in life after what happens after his fight with Goku in the desert, and as people just like keep getting stronger than him, or him just having to train harder and harder just to keep up, and his ego has to like extend 10,000 times higher than his actual level to try and make sure, you know, just to keep his sanity and his confidence, even though it's just like everyone around him seems to be idiots compared to compared to like where he is and what he came from. And it's always fun seeing his interactions. Like I love Vegeta's interactions with everybody in the series, and he's always just like this big asshole, and then he gets hit with life, and they're just kind of like, it sucks, doesn't it? And he goes, "You're weaker than me. I don't want to hear your shit." And Vegeta would just like throw everyone's insecurities or just be an asshole to their face, and I loved it. I loved how they kept like the core personalities of these characters intact, yet still took this comical element to everything that they did. And I just can't wait for this Buu Saga to come out and just have them wow us again. And hopefully that everyone is still together on the team. I know Kaiser Mecha left for editing. I don't know if everyone else is still there. I didn't do like full research. I was just trying to find an episode, and I caught bits and pieces here of like, I don't know, small things that have changed. But it's fine. I just can't wait to see the Buu Saga. Like it's definitely nostalgia to have to be able to have something that you loved as like a pretty much middle school for me come back, and then be able to finish that last saga and their journey. Because like we were all thinking, like when the Cell arc, halfway through the Cell arc, we were all thinking, man, this is crazy. They're doing such an amazing job. After Cell arc is done, we're gonna watch the Buu Saga, and it'll just be their magnum opus. Everybody will be done, and they'll just like put that check mark on there. And then after that, they're just gonna be legendary YouTube legends forever. And then after, you know, the convention, they were kind of given a cease and desist order, and it was, I want to say it was around then that a lot of what is it, abridged series kind of stopped. They kind of fell off because it was, if I remember correctly, it was Little Kuribo doing Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. It was Dragon Ball. Team 4 started doing Dragon Ball Z Abridged, and then it's Something Witty Entertainment, something Witty Entertainment doing SAO Abridged. And I remember for me, those were like the big three, and then there was everybody else doing a bridge series of everything. And I remember Little Kuribo was able to finish. Team 4 Star got cut short after the cell arc, so they stopped. And then Something Witty is still going, though it takes them like a lot longer to do their episodes, but their episodes are always hilarious when they come out, so it's always worth the wait. But yeah, I remember when Team 4 Star got hit. That's when when they stopped. Then it was kind of like a dead halt for a bridge series because more anime was coming to the West, and with that, they wanted to make sure they were getting paid and everything. And anime being on YouTube wasn't paying the companies that was making them. So, you know how it goes. It's a free for all until the company that makes it. It's a free for all when the company is an underdog and no one knows about them. But then the second that they have recognition, then they want to start getting paid, and everything being online for free is just not acceptable anymore. So yeah, it was interesting to see that tide change from going, yeah, we love you guys watching this and making comedy of our art, and just exposing us to more people. And then it went to, all right, we're exposed to enough people now, time for everyone who helped make comedy of our art, regardless of the stumbles that they've had. It's kind of like, all right, you're cut off now. We're in a position now where we can just start advertising and producing ourselves. So stop that and get demonetized. And yeah, that demonetization wave was also very fun too. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the time lapse of me drawing Majin Vegeta. And just like drop a link of like where the full episode of the Boo arc is, because I really want to see it. And all these clips are making me anxious. Like, I'm loving the jokes, but I'm nervous that all this time has kind of made them rusty. But still, like, it's like being able to finish that last book in your series after like a 10-year hiatus. It's going to be a bit rough on the way back, but at the same time, you have to see how it ends. You got to see it, and I can't wait. And I'm glad Team 4 Star is doing this, and I hope you guys enjoy the art, and I hope you guys enjoy watching the Boo Saga for Team 4 Star. So take care, everybody, and peace.